Remember when growlers were cool? Well, I'm moving and I need to get rid of pretty much all of my stuff. There's not going to be room for a shelf of growlers that are there for no reason. I was just going to recycle them, but I think we can repurpose them for something cool. So the idea here is to cut a rectangle out of what will be the top of this growler. If you use a straight edge on a flat piece of glass and use a nice straight cut with not too much starting or stopping, then you should get a nice clean break. So this, of course, is going to be trickier because it's on a bottle. I'm using some painter's tape to kind of keep me in the lines and thought maybe a foam mat would be a good straight edge. It wasn't. It wasn't at all. Oh no. I went way off course. That's not good. So what do I do there then? It might just be better if I freehand it. Ooh, maybe I just need to do like a quick zip, you know? I don't feel good about that. But again, this doesn't go all the way, so I'm gonna do a quick little zip. Oh God, this looks terrible. So this hopefully will be easier. It's a straight line, I don't have to work with any curvature. Oops. So again, you want it to look like that, not like that. That is not good. That's gonna explode into a million pieces. Then you just heat up the cut line with a candle and then cool it off with some ice. Do that a couple of times and it should crack. Nothing was happening, so I might have gotten a little impatient. So we got way more cracking than we were hoping to, so I'm just gonna hit it with this and hopefully it, nope. Yeah, okay, that's not going good. Yikes. Ooh, that's okay. Okay, so I guess you can't cut a window out of the side of a bottle. So we'll just cut the top off using a bottle cutter. Look at this cool dude.
Cool guy club.
So all a bottle cutter is just a base to hold the bottle securely while you spin it along a little spinny cutting wheel thingy. I found this one at Goodwill, but if you can't find one or you don't want to buy one and you have a glass cutter, you can just drill some holes in that, drill it to the side of a board, and then attach some dowels or PVC pipe to the top of that, and add a stop block and you'll pretty much get the same thing. Just don't forget to wear safety gloves and make sure your cut wheel isn't set too high. Oh, so I just had to unscrew it and adjust it so the wheel is barely above the surface of the wood, and then I recut it and it was perfect. The instructions that come with the bottle cutter say to soak a string in lighter fluid, then tie it around the cut line and light it on fire. I had the wrong kind of string. It didn't really stay lit very long, so it didn't get the cut line hot enough. So when I dumped it in the ice water, nothing really happened. So I ended up having to resort to the blowtorch again. And the blowtorch is just a little bit too aggressive. It heats up the cut line and everything around it. So when I put it in the ice water, I didn't get a super clean cut. So I just took it back to the bottle cutter, cut it a little bit lower, and I was a little bit more careful with my blowtorch, and I ended up getting a pretty decent line. Still had to do a little bit of cleanup, but that was pretty easy. Oh wow, look at that. Just came off. Huh. The other thing you'll need are these diamond-coated hole saws for cutting drainage holes in the bottom. You can get a whole set on Amazon for next to nothing. I'll leave a link in the description for them and for any other tools I've used in this project. Use some water so you can keep the bit cool, and use a drill press if you have it. I'm just kind of fumbling around until I get the cut going. I was trying to be really light-handed with my cut so I don't bash the drill into the end of the bottle, but I did anyway. So on the next one I put some cardboard down, and that kind of softens the blow so you don't get any extra cracking on the end of the bottle. At this point you can just sand the top so there's no sharp edges and then be done with it. But I thought a nice clean painted brim would look nice, so I added some Plasti Dip, and that did not go over well. Wouldn't recommend using that on this project. I also let the Plasti Dip dry completely, which you're not supposed to do, so maybe I'm the idiot here. I'll peel that off and just use some regular spray paint. Or you could just dip it into a can of paint. That'd probably be a lot easier. And then they're done. Just let them dry and go find a bush to put in it.
In a few weeks, I'll post an update for this project on my Instagram account. Hopefully these are still alive.
Yeah, they're dead. I think this one actually survived, so I'm going to attempt to repot this one, but it doesn't look good. So the gravel doesn't fall out, I'm adding these little wire screens to the bottom of each of these pots. As always, thank you guys for watching. I know this is a little different from most of my videos. I'll get back to woodworking next week. But yeah, thank you again for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, all that jazz. I will see you guys on Friday with another video. Love you, bye. Ow! Yes. Oh!